Where's the beers? Hey.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, mate.
How you doing?
Not bad, not bad.
That was an interesting but kind of weird fight, right? Like, you started off sort of measured on the feet, and then he started throwing himself at your legs. At that point, did you sort of know he doesn't want this on the feet, and he kind of is almost...
Oh, once he actually got to the legs, and I could feel how much energy that he was burning out trying to finish me. And then once that didn't get pulled off, you could feel the desperation in him. So I just knew... And it's like anything, when someone's hurt, that's when they're most dangerous. So I knew if I just stayed composed, I've got the skills to pick them apart and take them away. I said that leading into the fight, that I'm just a class above him, and I stay composed and pick them apart, and it just played out how I thought it would.
Obviously, this one's a win. The last couple didn't go your way. I don't know if you want to share how much that was actually weighing on you before this fight, if you always knew that you were going to be good and show it eventually, or how refreshing is it and how cool is it to have a win right now, and how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it was. That was special to me. That was special to me to obviously prove it to everyone and stuff like that. But it was special to me because I did take everything for granted. I took going to the gym every day for granted. I took being surrounded by my training partners and the best coaches in the world. I took it for granted. I can openly and honestly admit that. And it's not till I had those people taken away from me and I was out there on my own and stuck away from them and doing it under those circumstances that I realized how much those people truly meant to me. So I feel like everyone I talked to could get the sense for how I was loving it. I was loving this training camp. Like Eugene said, that he was pushing us hard and this and that and kicking us up the ass, and I loved every second of it. Every second I walked in the gym and he said, "You're shit, you're not going good." I absolutely loved it. Pull the knife all you want, bud. I can't wait for someone to be there. I appreciated it so much that someone cares that they're gonna go absolutely out of their way to push me to my absolute limits. I loved every second of it. So I appreciated having them around so much more. So that's why you could see me out there today, having so much fun. That's just sheer appreciation for my team, sheer appreciation for my coaches, sheer appreciation for all the people around me that love and support me. That's, I'm a dangerous man when I'm happy.
And true to form, you made your next move clear. You want to fight in Perth in February. You said you'll fight anyone on the planet. Let's try and keep it to 150.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Moicano was back here, and he said he thinks it makes sense to fight you, but he would rather do it in Brazil, not in Perth.
Oh, cool. That's...
he said he was scared of the crocodiles.
Scared of the crocodiles. Well, that's a shit excuse, but look, that's the date. Somewhere close to home, I feel like I deserve to fight on the first card back down my ways. I feel like I've done enough to earn a spot on that card. I said absolutely anyone that wants to come there and fight on that date. And I'll be there with my training partner, Alexander Volkanovski. It'll be good to prepare with him for that date, for that card. So it's any man for that date. I don't think that makes...
It does. You'll fight anyone.
I don't think he's agreeing to the... No. I don't think he's agreeing to the proposal.
Congratulations.
It's a very simple proposal.
Dan, I think one of his main reasons was I don't think one of his coaches can get into Australia.
What'd he do? Nah, I'm joking. I don't want to ask.
Speaking of that, where does this fight rank in terms of your past wins, given everything that led up to this?
Yeah, it's just special. It's special that everything's come together. You learn something from every time you walk out there. That was my 20th. I'm pretty sure. That's my 20th walk to the octagon, and you learn something every time you go out there. And I feel like everything's just come into place. I've just figured out the recipe for me and my success, and so it's so good to have that recipe now moving forward. As I said, these are all all the flaws and holes in my game were being masked by great coaching and great training partners and a great team. And when those were taken away from me, those flaws shone through. So now that I have that, I went away and those were exposed, and I fixed all of those mental and physical flaws. So now to have fixed those flaws, to have all of those back, to have my coaches back, to have my team back, man, I'm so dangerous moving forward. So that's why I didn't go out there and call a name. I called a date. The best man, the best name that puts his hand up for that date's going to get it. I will fight absolutely anyone. The best guy, just like I have my entire career, I want to fight the best. The best guy that puts his hand up for that date, not a different date, is going to get it.
And I hate to bring it up, but did you watch Brad's fight, and was it difficult at all to switch back into your fight mode?
It's a tough game. I've come off second best a bunch of times, and it's not. He's a tough guy too. He'll be back. Like, he'll learn from me. He'll grow, and he'll be back. He's in the right place. He's surrounded by the right people that can figure out the steps to move forward. So that's why I didn't throw me off. I didn't absorb that too much. Just, it's the game we play. It ain't cricket.
And then you came in after the Dustin Chandler fight. Did you get to watch any of it?
Yeah. I caught it. It's that's a wild fight. That's the level of guys that excites me. You know what I mean? That's the level of guys. I said it going in. You going forward, Perth. You want to give me another unranked guy? I'm more than happy. To fight another unranked guy. I told you that I was going to go out there and make him look silly. You give me another unranked guy, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make... If you want me to keep going out there making people look silly and paying me this much money, I'm in. But you know what I mean? That's the guy that I should be competing against. That's my level. And I will fight anyone until I can prove that that's where I belong.
Hey, Dan, back here. Congratulations on the win. And in that fight, going into the fight, was your strategy just cook them, slow burn, be patient? And at any point of the fight, once again, because coming off of 2 losses, at any point of the fight, did you feel any type of desperation? Maybe I can rush opportunities, create opportunities? What was your mind state going in there and strategy going in there?
Nah, stay cool. That's the benefit of having it done so many times that I've been through. I've been through those wars. I've been through those desperate moments. So I know how to avoid them for myself, and I know how to recognize them in other people. You know what I mean? Because I've been there before, so I can recognize it. So that's what I recognized. I recognized he's going to get desperate now, because I've been desperate in fights before, and it's only from that experience that you can truly recognize that.
Cool. So obviously Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier put on a banger of a fight. Obviously the Dan Hooker that fought tonight is a bad mofo. Would you want to get the Dustin Poirier, maybe a rematch with him or Chandler? Or
that's kind of why I set the date and I didn't call a name, because I want to see who the fans think I should be fighting. You know what I mean? I'm happy to answer all of these questions until the fans say, all right, that's enough. I want to see him fight.
Gotcha.
Dustin Poirier. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sick of him doing this now. I want to see him fight Michael Chandler. I'm not going to call for any of these names. I think everyone knows that whole fight. Anyone. So I'm not going to sit here and call. We could sit here for hours of you chucking names at me and me saying, yeah, of course, yeah. Of course, you know what I mean? But I'll set my intentions. I'm happy to let the fans decide who comes next.
Gotcha. Congratulations on the win. I'll see you at the after party.
Thank you.
Dan,
will see me.
Dan, do right. I asked this question to your teammate Brad Riddell earlier. I'm going to ask again. It was announced today that your teammate Alex Volkanovski is getting the title shot against Islam Makhachev, moving up in weight class, moving into your weight class. Does that complicate things for you?
No, not at all. That's like a funny thing about me. I want to see everyone win. That's why you can't beat me. You know, you beat me, you only make me better. You only make me stronger. I got Saiyan blood. And it's that circumstance, I want to see everyone win. That's hard for people to fathom, and that's why it's strange for me to say. I want to see Alex win the title, but I want to see Islam have success in his career. I want to see Chandler have success in his career. I want to see Poirier. I want them all to have success. That's a funny thing for people to understand. But of course, it's not difficult. I want nothing but success for Alexander Volkanovski. We'll cross bridges when we cross bridges.
Dan in the back here. You're very much like a bite down in your mouthpiece and swing kind of fighter. Is it frustrating for you when your opponent doesn't want to engage in any type of strike and just keeps pulling guard?
I anticipated that, and I knew that I would just have to stay composed, and it would be a matter of time. So, composed Dan Hooker's that's a new unlocked character.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked towards the end of the first round when he pulled guard after X amount of time. You almost like pointed at him and like said something or pointed to the ref. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah, I was going to start making fun of him if he kept doing it. I was going to say, like, I was actually just starting to feel I was starting to get into the groove and starting to feel myself. I think the fans were doing it more than anything. The fans are going like, I think the fans started to, you're a pussy. Like, that's what they started. I was like, well, it's a bit early days. Like, let's get... But by, like, the 20th one, I was just, like, thinking, you're a pussy. No, I was like... I think I was just like, get him up. I was talking to Keith Peterson. He said, get him, like, just get him up. Keep getting him up. Like, your only chance there is me going down there. Like, let's just stay composed and keep getting him up.
And the last one, the finish, like, looked a little anticlimactic just because, it was... the same thing twice over where he fell from that body kick. Do you care at all that it was the finish wasn't as spectacular as normal, or is it a finish is a finish?
A wise man once said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Thanks, Dan.
I think it was Socrates. Thank you.